Okay, I haven't bought a Call of Duty game since Cold War back in 2020. 2021, we had Vanguard. As soon as I heard Sledgehammer was doing that, I knew it was going to be shit. Didn't interest me at all. After that, in 2022, supposedly COD was going to have a break, but then we got Modern Warfare 2, and then Modern Warfare 3, and then now we're getting this. Now we're getting Black Ops 6. And I'm not going to lie to you, man. This beta has definitely been a lot of fun, but I can also admit that I understand completely that as soon as this game comes out, it's going to be extremely sweaty, extremely just way competitive for what's supposed to be casual multiplayer, and I'm pretty sure that's going to turn most people away from it, but I can't lie. Regardless, I'm still pretty hyped for Black Ops 6 after playing this beta. You should know, just full transparency, one thing that I was definitely always going to be hyped about with Black Ops 6 was the campaign. I mean, since I was a little kid, I grew up just loving the Call of Duty campaigns, and I always gravitated more towards the campaigns and the single-player experiences and multiplayer. But with that being said, zombies, especially Black Ops 6 zombies, because as we all know, Infinity Ward has tried zombies in the past as well. But with Black Ops zombies and Treyarch zombies, I never really got into that. I mean, one of my best friends in real life that we've been playing games together since we were kids, even when we were little and growing up playing Call of Duty, he always kind of just walked me through zombies and those experiences, and I was always definitely the one that was a rookie in zombies. But even being a rookie in zombies, I will say that all the gameplay and everything I've seen from zombies with Black Ops 6 so far doesn't look the best to me. I mean, one thing that stood out to me just from the jump when I saw some gameplay was the map. I mean, the map in Black Ops 6 Zombies, it just looks way too bright, and I feel like there's nothing wrong with having a zombies map set during the day or during the afternoon or sometime that isn't night, but I feel like at the very least you should have a day and night cycle or something that just makes the experience feel more ominous, more sinister, that just makes your skin crawl, because I feel like that's what zombies should be doing. I feel like it should kind of scare the shit out of you a little bit, but also provide you with a really fun, engaging experience. And all that, that contributes to the tone, that contributes to the feel and the setting and just how immersed you are when playing it. All that is very important to the zombies experience, to the zombies mode. And I feel like with the map, I mean, that's something that's so crucial to any multiplayer experience, especially in a shooter. But with zombies, even with that, especially with that, you have to get the map right. That's something that should just be a non-negotiable always. Now, of course, for those of you who don't know, or I'm sure many of you will correct me in the comments, I know that there is going to be, according to developers, another zombies map added to Black Ops 6 before, I think, the end of the year. So if that's the case, that's really cool if it does provide a substantial difference. Like, let's say the current map of zombies is set during the day and it's all bright and happy or whatever, but the new one that we get, is set at night, or just is like, maybe it does have a day and night cycle where it's set maybe during sunset and then it goes from sunset to nighttime and just kind of cycles like that, where it's a little more immersive. I mean, yeah, that'll be cool, but why not try and get it right from the jump, from the start? That doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, you should know that I was always going to be hyped for the Black Ops 6 campaign, and from what I've seen of zombies so far, doesn't look too promising, but I'm still looking forward to enjoying that with my friends, because that same friend that I mentioned earlier, I mean, we still play together to this day, and now we have more friends that we play with online, so it really is just, it definitely can be a good time. But a little asterisk comes with that, because it must be noted and it has to be said that, of course, any bad experience or bad gaming experience specifically can be made fun with friends, right? Anything can be fun with friends, but I'm still looking forward to the zombies regardless, just trying it for myself and forming my own opinion. But when it comes to the beta and the multiplayer, I will say, man, Black Ops 6 feels fun as of right now. I mean, I have to say it because I know it's definitely an elephant in the room for some people, or for most people even. SBMM and the Omni movement, I will say SBMM has been something that I've hated from day one. I mean, we're going on almost 10 years now with skill-based matchmaking being introduced into Call of Duty. And since day one with Advanced Warfare back in 2014, I'm pretty sure that's when this started being like widely implemented to the point where it was like publicly known. I know a couple of years after Advanced Warfare came out and all the SBMM drama was still being talked about, as it is to this day, almost 10 years later. But I know that, I don't know if it was David Vonderhaar or some other developer from Treyarch a couple of years ago came out and actually admitted that a supposedly skill-based matchmaking has been in Call of Duty since Black Ops 2 back in 2012. I personally don't know if that's true. I don't really remember the lobbies being as annoying or as like a pain in the ass as they are now, or as they've been like a few years ago with Cold War, which was the last Call of Duty that I played before Black Ops 6. But that's beside the point. I personally don't remember skill-based matchmaking feeling like that in Black Ops 2. I didn't play Ghost, but with Advanced Warfare, when it, was being widely known, or when they finally, I guess, admitted it to the fans that they were doing skill-based matchmaking in 2014, I hated that shit from day one, and I hate it here, and I definitely know, or I'm pretty sure, that this is really gonna mess up the experience for a lot of people, because when you're playing a game like Black Ops 6, or just Call of Duty in general, you're playing a first-person shooter, you're playing multiplayer, and you're going off and you're having a really good time, you shouldn't be, after that, be taken out of your lobby and then, told to wait a little bit because you're moving up in a skill bracket where you're going to be facing players that are just treating the game way too seriously, or players that are significantly better than you, but yet are still getting put in your lobbies just to have your experience ruined. I feel like the matchmaking in these games, and I've been saying this, in real life and in some YouTube videos that I've deleted over the years, or some have stayed up since 2014, that skill-based matchmaking needs to get out of Call of Duty, because the matchmaking, especially in something like Call of Duty, in my opinion, should be connection based on where you are, based on ping, not based on skill. I feel like that just ruins the experience for so many people. But of course, with that being said, the next thing is the Omni movement. And when it comes to the movement in Black Ops 6, I'm not gonna lie, being somebody who's always played Titanfall, especially Titanfall 2 and Fortnite most of the time, I feel like the crazy movement that's in those games helped me ease into the Omni movement, and just crazy movement that's in Black Ops 6 as well, because even though this game doesn't have advanced movement with, thrusters or anything like that, or there isn't like grapple hooks like there is in Fortnite or in Titanfall 2 either, there isn't anything crazy that just kind of launches you like that. But the fact that, we have this omnidirectional movement now where we can dive in any direction, we can get out of situations quickly, use it to dodge, use it to kind of spring into different, shooting angles on, the opponents. It's definitely something that adds another layer to Call of Duty's gameplay, and I appreciate it for that. I definitely feel like, again, somebody like me personally, like I mentioned earlier, I haven't played Call of Duty since Cold War back in 2020. So getting this movement in Black Ops 6, I really do feel like it's pretty refreshing to a certain degree, of course, and it's definitely been fun in this beta, but I also really understand how it can get tired really quickly once this game actually comes out, unless we're getting a pretty good stream of new maps to enjoy and new settings to use the movement in. I feel like using this pretty stripped down movement compared to other games, and I'm not trying to bash the movement in Black Ops 6 at all, because I enjoy it. That's not what I'm trying to say. It is a fun movement system, but I feel like since it is still just pretty boots on the ground and just simple in that way, if we're not getting a good stream of new maps and new settings to enjoy the movement in, there's only going to be so much fun we can get out of this for a certain amount of time, especially given the skill-based matchmaking that's unfortunately still in Call of Duty, still in Black Ops 6. Now, it's no secret that skill-based matchmaking has been something that people have complained about and talked about for years, since almost 10 years ago now, when it was really widely known that it was in Call of Duty in 2014 with Advanced Warfare. But since then, skill-based matchmaking has always been a huge topic for Call of Duty every single year, every release, without fail, without question. And unfortunately, it's in Black Ops 6 again. So given that, I feel like, if you really are somebody who tries to master the Omni movement and you try to get the system down and you're really grinding the game and getting better, that skill-based matchmaking, man, there's a good chance that that's just really gonna kind of stain your experience, and ruin your fun a little bit. But, don't let my bitterness with skill-based matchmaking and how stupid I think it is ruin your fun with the game, because at the end of the day, I do feel like Black Ops 6, the gameplay that I experienced so far in this beta, it was fun. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I was having a really good time and playing with my friends, a couple of them who have been my friends since we were kids and we grew up playing Call of Duty together, but also, one of them who also has taken a pretty long break from Call of Duty, him and I were having a really good time, and just, being able to hop on a Call of Duty game again with one of your friends or with a lot of your friends and just have that where you guys can bond over it again, especially if you grew up playing Call of Duty together. I don't know, maybe it's because I took a pretty long break from COD, but for me, that was really special, and I'm just really looking forward to having that once again later this year with Black Ops 6. But with all that being said, let me know what you think about Black Ops 6 right now. If you're able to play the beta, if you're waiting for the beta, as of me recording this right now, it's still not out. So if you're waiting for it to come out later this week, or if when you're watching this video, the open beta is out for everybody right now, let me know what you think of Black Ops 6 so far, what you think of the current state of Call of Duty, and if you've played Call of Duty since Cold War and you haven't been like me and you never took a break, let me know what you think about Black Ops 6 especially, because I really want to know what you players feel about this game who have been playing Call of Duty throughout all these years and throughout my break. With all that being said, my name's Nico. Thank you so much again to all of you for watching this video. Let me know what you think of Black Ops 6, and I'll see all of you in the next one.